that autumn wind. Shout out to the Raiders, man, we about to win.
Let's get at least 8 Raiders voted in the Pro Bowl this year. Everyone needs to vote. I'm totally down for it. If anybody sees on Twitter, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram, wherever they put it, make sure you tag me at Mitchell Renz 365, and I will share it, and I'll do my best, because right now, there's a lot of Raiders that deserves a lot of credit, but it's also kind of cool the fact that I think we have, I shouldn't even say I think, Josh Jacobs, Offensive Rookie of the Year. Maxx, though, he's starting to creep up there for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Let's go to Raiders All Day, who is an angry bear. Who is your favorite player in the NFL? I mean, right now, my favorite player in the NFL, it's probably going to be Maxx Crosby, because Maxx was a guy who I talked to before the season ever started. He's the first Raiders player ever to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and my dude's absolutely balling out. So I want you guys, though, to tell me in the comments, who is your favorite player right now in the NFL, okay? Favorite player in the NFL. So Josh Smith says Derek Carr. I'm seeing Mad Max, seeing some Josh Jacobs rolling here from James Shields. Mad Max, Lamar Jackson. What? Lamar Jackson? Come on, man. All right, we got a super chat. YouTube, call me JB. All right, I'll call you JB. We should trade for Vita Vea in the offseason. He fits the mold. I mean, Vita Vea was a player that I know Tom absolutely loved coming out of the draft, a really, really big athletic dude who really hasn't lived up to it in Tampa Bay. But it's also the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and that defense is really, really bad. So if I'd be all on board for getting Vita Vea, a player who played in California, and hey, Vita, you want to come on the Raiders? You come on the Raiders report? All about it. Let's go to Jordan. What up, Jordan? How do you think Jacobs and O-line do against Jets D? Hopefully better than what we did against the Bengals. Now, the Bengals, I think, actually have a pretty underrated defensive front when fully healthy. Now, they need to be able to show up in this game. I think we can all agree, type A if you agree, that the Raiders kind of came out a little bit slow. But when we started to assert our dominance, and if Josh doesn't have that bad fumble, if Derek doesn't throw that bad pick, that 17-10 game is a lot different. In fact, I actually think it's a lot more like 31-10. It's a good question, though. Let's go to extreme PC characters. Okay. Tyrell Williams will have his best game against the Jets. How about it, Mitch? I don't know if he's going to have his best game. I mean, you got to remember, the first, 5 games that Tyrell Williams played, he had a touchdown. And I think this is actually going to be one of those games where the Raiders wide receivers will do well because the Jets secondary is really bad, especially against wide receivers, okay? Especially against wide receivers. So Tyrell Williams is going to have a big game. Also look, though, for my man Hunter Renfrow. And I know Darren's not a wide receiver, but Darren Waller's also going to have a big game. Let me know in the comments how many receiving yards y'all think Tyrell Williams is going to have. Let's go to Blake. What up, Blake? What are the chances of the Raiders landing Ceedee Lamb in this year's draft? Well, Blake, this is what you need to do, okay? I know you're one of our most loyal watchers, but my man Tom Downey, last week on Sunday, released a video for the Raiders mock draft. Go check out that video. I think you're going to be very, very happy with what you see. So I'm trying to grow the family here, all right? I want to get to 35K subscribers, and if you're a diehard Raider fan, I want you to type Raider Nation for Life in the comments section. So throw in Raider Nation for Life if you bleed silver and black, because I'm looking for people that bleed silver and black. If you're not a diehard Raider fan, I don't really want you to subscribe, I'll be honest with you. I have a lot more fun with people who bleed silver and black. Now, if I get to 35K subscribers, I've been told by my bosses here that I can go to Raiders vs. Jags. And when I go to Raiders games, I take duffel bags full of gear from Raider Nation store. So I'm seeing a lot of Raider Nation for Life in the comments. So if you know a Raider fan that's not already subscribed, make sure you tell them to. It's youtube.com/Raiders Report. Got a super chat from John, who is just in the zone. And anytime you guys super chat, I'll drink to that. Super Bowl champion 2021. Woo. All right, you guys know the Chucky head scale. How many Chucky heads for the Raiders Super Bowl champions in 2021? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me know how many Chucky heads Raiders Super Bowl champions in 2021. Andrew, appreciate the super chat. James Lee, what up, fam? Do you think Carr will throw for 360 or more? I'm going to take the under, okay? If you guys want to throw in how many passing yards you think Carr's going to have, go for it. The reason why I'll take the under on 360 is because Carr has yet to throw for 300 yards a single game this year. Now, Carr has had some good games, and this Jets secondary will struggle, or should say, has struggled against quarterbacks, which you guys will see here in a little bit, but I'll take the under on that one. Let's go to Cali Raider. Cali, I think you need to move your camera up a little bit so we can get that face in there. All right, Caps, hang on. Heard Raiders would be arriving at New York on Friday. What do you think, good or bad? I'm okay with it. I mean, the Raiders, I think you were thinking a little bit too much of like London. When the Raiders got there on Tuesday and when they went to London, they were a little bit sluggish the year before that. I'm not saying that the Raiders are underestimating the Jets, but I think getting there on Friday is okay. It's a lot different than going to London. Let's go to James Jones. Shout out to James Jones, Raider Nation for life. If y'all are silver and black, throw some Raider Nation for life in the comments section. Let's go to Jerome. What up, Jerome? I say we get a ring in the next 3 to 5 years. That one's for Chucky Heads. Believe it, baby. I'll be honest with you, Jerome. I have a better chance of getting a Raiders Super Bowl ring than a ring on this finger. That one's for Chucky Heads. Believe it, baby. And bet the aside, they've hooked us up with the best deal on the internet. And if y'all like to bet on the Raiders, you're going to go bet on other NFL games, college football, NBA, there is one place to do it. That's at BetDSI. So go to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Raiders120 for 120% deposit bonus. So if y'all think the Raiders are going to the Super Bowl soon, go to BetDSI. Put your money where your mouth is. Chatsports.com/bet. For Chucky Heads, I'm seeing a lot. Hey, if anybody out there, okay, if anybody out there can help me find a ring on this finger, you go for it. IG's below. Mitchell Renz 365. Got another super chat. What up? Oh, okay. JB, appreciate you. We will get the dub against the Jets. Yes, and in fact, coming up here in a little bit, I have 5 reasons why the Oakland Raiders are guaranteed to beat the Jets. If you want to throw in the predict the score right now, hey, go for it. No super chat. Nope. Okay, I just can't read, so drink to that. Let's go to Blake. What up, Blake? Start Tyrell Williams over Courtland Sutton this week in fantasy. The reason why I'm going to say yes is because fantasy football is supposed to be fun. You're really going to be able to tell me you're going to sit there on Sunday and enjoy a Broncos player running up and down the field? Actually, you know what? We need the Broncos to win this week. So you know what? I'm actually okay starting Courtland Sutton. We need them to beat the Bills. That would help us out actually more. So, man. Tyrell Williams, though, the last 4 weeks, the Jets have been very, very bad against wide receivers. I think on average they're giving up 188 receiving yards a game to wide receivers, 14 catches, 188 yards, and 2.5 touchdowns. I think that's the number. Now, that's dispersed through all the wide receivers, but the Jets secondary has definitely been struggling. Let's go to Gritter. Why shouldn't Cap get a chance in your honest opinion? In my honest opinion, Colin Kaepernick should not get a chance in the NFL for multiple reasons. The biggest reason, I don't think he's any good. I think it's been way too long since we've seen Colin Kaepernick out on the field. He's 32 years old, and he just continues to prove to me that he doesn't really care about playing football. He just wants to get attention. And the last time that I saw a player that really just wanted attention, FAB. Now, I have an amazing deal, and if y'all think that I look good, it's because of Raider Nation store. It's not because of this. So, if you guys need some new Raiders gear because, hey, maybe you're going to a Raiders game coming up here, there is one place and one place only to get your Raiders gear. That's at RaiderNationStore.net. You see that promo code Mitch20, it saves you 20% off, okay? But I actually have something on top of that. Raider Nation Store is doing a giveaway. So, if you don't follow me on IG already, all I want you to do is I want you to DM me on IG, okay? RNS. And if you DM me that, you have a chance to win some free stuff thanks to Raider Nation Store. Let's go to Silver Wind, which this might be the first one. Get a picture, take a drink if you're over 21. Do you think Mad Max gets 10-plus sacks? Also, do you think Renfro, as I burp, becoming one of Carr's favorite targets, especially on third down? 10-plus sacks, if you would have asked me that last week, I would have said no. But after having 4 sacks against the Bengals, he's got 6.5 right now. I do think Maxx Crosby actually gets the 10 sacks. So that's a yes. And do I think Renfro is becoming one of Carr's favorite targets, especially on third down? I mean, they call him third and Renfro for a reason. But Hunter's starting to get into the groove a little bit, and I'm excited to see what he does. Also, the Raiders, right now they lead the NFL in rookie receptions. I think the number is 73 off the top of my head. Speaking off the top of my head, let's go to Juicehead, 89. What up, dude? Mitch, which is more likely to happen? Carr winning a Super Bowl or drafting Tua and winning a Super Bowl? Winning a Super Bowl with Carr. I think Tua's a good quarterback. However, I've never really been a fan of Tua in terms of him coming to the NFL. But after this last injury, he's just continues to prove to me, and I think it's very, very sad that Tua, he is a very talented quarterback, but injuries are absolutely plaguing his career. And I don't really think the Raiders should go after a quarterback plagued with injuries. Let's go to Freedom Gaming. What up, dude? Hey, Mitch, do you think the Raiders' defensive line could be the reason the Raiders make and win the Super Bowl? Hashtag salt and pepper. Can we get some salt and peppers in the comments section? Like, pump it up. Salt, pump it up, pepper, because it's right now the best nickname in the entire league. Now, do I think that this D-line could be the reason for the Raiders winning the Super Bowl? No. We are still a long ways away from saying that we have an elite defensive line. So in terms of sacks, right now the Raiders have 25. That's 15th in the league. The Raiders, though, they are going the right direction. Cleveland Ferrell, you've seen him now that he's healthy, going to get in the right direction. The secondary, though, for this team to really take that next step, secondary, for one, needs to get healthy. And two, they need to stop giving up the big plays. Now, I would say that is probably a little bit bigger of a need right now than on our defensive line. Let's go to Zach. All right, Zach. You know what you need to do, right? I'm going to find a synonym. You need to get a portrait. Do you think Josh Jacobs will become a top 15 all-time running back by the time he's done with his career? When you say top 15, you mean like in NFL history? If that's the question, I'm going to say no, just because of how difficult that is to do. Now, Josh is absolutely killing it. I mean, he's got, what, 937 rushing yards or something crazy like that already? He's been amazing. He's been everything you could have hoped for drafting a running back in the first round. He's a big reason why I'll sit here and continue to say the Oakland Raiders are winning and have won the Khalil Mack trade. But if you guys disagree with me, cool part about the show, cool part about the internet, y'all can let me know. Now, I want you guys to share the show, and I want to continue to grow my Instagram because I think it's a cool way for me to get to know you guys. I've had multiple people DM me that they watch my show, and I've been able to start GoFundMes for people, and we've done a lot of cool things through the interaction on Instagram. So, all I want you guys to do to get to know me better is I want you to take a screenshot of this. Ready? Cool. And then I want you to put it on IG, or I want you to put it on Twitter, and make sure you tag me at Mitchell Renz 365. And if you guys do that on Instagram or Twitter, I will answer any question. And I literally mean any question. So, Raider Nation, I love you. Okay? Much love. Make sure you guys hit me up on IG or Twitter, though. That one's at Mitchell Renz 365. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads, news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors. And look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.